All right. Now, hopefully it's better. I'm waiting for the ad to play on my better. If not, I plugged in a second microphone and we'll switch to a different mic if I need to. Nothing. Come on, ad end so I can check my own audio. Almost. All right. Now my ad's over. Hey, that sounds better. All right. Hopefully, and I can hear myself. So weird. All right. I'm going to do one more. Oh, I'm just going to leave the audio where it is because I don't want to mess it up. It's probably. Am I loud enough? Everything else sounds good? All right. Well, waiting for everything to catch back up. Okay, it's working now. I have no idea what causes this stuff sometimes. This computer, yeah, just restart. Restarting fixes things. Oh, I'm so sorry. Audio is bad for like that first entire part of my stream. And I had no idea. Yeah, audio. All right. All right. So, where were we? So, I'm going to go through and I can explain kind of what I was working on while I try and fix this build because this build shouldn't take long. So I've been working a lot on Comet lately and getting Comet up and working and doing all that kind of fun stuff. And oh, this is probably just missing a using statement. Let that catch up. But what was happening on Node? They didn't change the stuff, did they? I wonder if they changed this API on me and didn't let me know. Easiest way to find out is go find however we're doing the default handlers. They moved that out of here. Okay, default handlers. How are those used? Builder.configure.add handlers. All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll just update the API. The API changed on me. And oops, not there. All right, so that's all I needed. All right, so now that should work better. They changed the API on me. All right, so what I was working on is I've been working on Comet and getting Comet up to date with Maui. And Maui's fun. We're all excited about Maui, and I'm really excited about Maui and Comet together. And on the stream, what I was doing the other day was I was going through and just updating it so it was caught up to the latest Maui bits and using Maui handlers. And a couple of the controls inside of Comet, we don't have handlers yet for Maui. Hey, that works. Let's push that up on, I did that on the graphics reload. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do it here. Just gonna send that one up. That's interesting. It's now configure Maui handlers. They just renamed it on me. Okay. So we'll push that up. We're going to go over and let's pull that down into our, yep, that's good. Now we can update Maui again inside of Comet. All right. Now we can switch back to Comet. So a couple of things. Oh, awesome. So glad you can hear me now. So I was saying, Alex, how's life? Are you sleeping better yet? Getting to that stage yet? Hopefully enjoying all the fun time. It's kind of nice that you took off all this time right before having or right after having a kid. It's kind of cool. All right. So what we've been doing with the Comet stuff is I ran into some issues yesterday when I went through and I changed everything over and I got everything pointing at Maui. The way Maui uses things and Comet does things are different. And if Visual Studio will switch, there's a few big differences between how Maui does things and how Comet does things. And some of the things with the interfaces on Maui the interfaces on Maui's, they're just directly copying over what came from forms. And so some of it, I don't know, I think I want to talk to some of the team and see if we can do things a little bit differently, because some things make sense, some don't. Oh, good sleeper. That is awesome. You know, my kids were really good at napping until there's a certain age that they all hit, and then they didn't want to nap anymore. And I can't remember what age that was, but they all did it. And yes, but they were good at napping when they were younger and sleeping. But yeah, that's the hardest time we've ever had in our marriage, was with the new baby, because none of us slept and we were all very cranky. But yes, getting to the sleeping 8 times is amazing. All right, so in here, it is switching. Hopefully this will work. Once this is in there. All right, so a great example of this is if we go over to a slider. And this was causing me a lot of headache yesterday, because when I got Maui up and running and I have my sample going, and on our sample, I gave us a progress with 0.5 with a state, and I added both a progress bar and a slider. So I wanted, when you slid the slider, the progress bar would just update along with it, like it should. And if we go into a slider, I implemented the iSlider, and you'll see iSlider has this iRange. Actually, I don't even need to go into the interface. We can just scroll down to where we implement it. And iRange has a value. Perfect. Almost everything in Comet works that way. Something has a value. It's just the same property on everything. Like text has a value, slider has a value, progress has a value, because that's all we really care about, is the one field, the one value. Everything has one job. And so slider has a value. And when I first was doing this, I thought with all this changing to Maui, I broke all of hot reload. And I thought, not hot reload, I thought I broke fundamentally how Comet worked, because when I was doing it, I wasn't rebuilding the view, or which I shouldn't have to on this case because the magic data binding, but the data binding wasn't triggering. And it's because progress bar is an iProgress, and iProgress has a progress, not a value, which is fine. I implement all the interfaces explicitly, so progress was getting the right value, but it wasn't getting the notifications for when something changed. Because we call it a value, the handler calls it a progress. So the handler was getting the update saying, oh, here's the new value for a progress bar, and it's like, cool, thanks. Hey, thanks for the follow, Alejandro, or Alessandro, sorry. And it's like, yeah, sorry, we don't care. And that's not fun. That does not work like we'd expect it to. And so what I ended up doing was I added in some of this. I want to make it more uniform. And maybe we do that on the Maui side. Maybe we do it on the Comet side. But progress, again, I think it should have a value. And so for now, I want to leave progress bar with a value. And so I added in dictionaries. I'm going to go through and add these around, so we can then just have default values. And now whenever I find references to this inside of view, when I tell the view handler to update, it will now do that transform for us. So it'll say, oh, you were a value? Okay, it should be progress in Maui. And that instantly fixed all of our data binding. Did I run this yet? So now data binding works again. And I'm very happy, because that was really sad, really scary. But okay, here it goes. Run, run, run. All right, well, that's building. So yeah, so my goals today, though, are to go through and make sure I have this, I map the values to the mappers properly on all the controls, so that way the handlers will actually update, because we'll send the right property changed value so it knows what to update. Because you can run, I mean, you can tell a handler that any magic property changed, but if it's not inside the handler's mappers, it's not going to fire anything. It's just like, oh, all right, I'm swallowing that. And that's what was happening, is I was just swallowing those updates because there was the wrong value. So I want to make sure we have all of those right. Oh, hey, updating. We got more stuff. Date Picker has new things since we were last in there. All right, let's fix that. And so again, I'm explicitly implementing all the interfaces. Some of these are fine, like minimum matchup, just fine. So, but yes, this does not, will do. I don't even have character spacing. This dot get environment double name of. So the nice thing about Comet is we can always just ask for something. Oh, but we do have this .get font. And we don't have the defaults. We'll just say whatevs. All right, so now that should build. And so, yeah, I want to make sure we have the properties mapping properly. And then I want to go through and make sure we have every interface possible. I want to have them all in here. And whichever ones we don't have, I mean, I want to get them all implemented from Comet. Same problem. Register configure Maui handlers, which is a different API. Let's go look at what this is. They used to have a dictionary one, and they changed it on me. And then we were just looking at what they did with this. Let's just look how they use that, because that's what we need to do. Okay. So we just need to copy that. And then we'll just put this down here. Did I do too many? All right, there we go. API is changing on us. That's the only problem is Maui is moving fast. So it's nice having it as a submodule because then it's just not going to randomly break. We'll keep it in sync and we choose when to pull the updates in. All right, let's see if we can get this building. And after mapping the properties and making sure we implement everything Maui gives us, I want to go through, I started adding into Comet its own handlers. So that way, all of the things that aren't in Maui yet, we can still use. So I added list view, but only for iOS. But we have a list view, and I started adding scroll view, but it was really broken. So I'll need to fix that. And spacer, I kind of added, but I didn't do it right. I think I know how to do it now. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And yeah, I just want to make sure the Maui app or the Comet apps aren't broken, even though Maui's missing things. And that's what the controls and they're doing for all the form stuff as well. It's doing this. They're doing the same thing over there. There's a compatibility lib that brings in all of the old renderers from forms, so that way you have a way to still run your app, even though Maui's not caught up. All right, that built. Let's see how this goes. Did it run? Not yet. Let's. Here it goes. Yeah, the build cycle times are just killer on this stuff. So unfortunately, if we're working on the controls part, those don't hot reload just because Comet doesn't have default constructors. And I mean, actually, we can teach it how to hot reload those if we truly want. Maybe we should. All right. So now it finally loaded and those update. Yes. We got a checkbox. We didn't have a checkbox before. We didn't have a checkbox in Comet. But hey, check it out and date. Why is the date picker return back? What is going on? All right, date picker's broken. That's kind of funny. No date for you. Hey, and I wasn't sure if it even worked. I never tried it. But that's working. Those two are in a VStack. That is the sample. I wonder what's going on with the date picker. That's right. We'll fix it. And there should be a space there. So if I hit that space, and hey, look, the space showed up. I like that. And just add something better. So you can see actually the colors are horrible. Let's ditch the purple. The green's still really hard to read. Now, the new hot reload, if this for some of you guys who haven't been playing around on here, the new hot reload does like var food. Oh, it's not in the right thing. I'd have to change this. We do get breakpoints though on the new hot reload stuff. So if I was to put like a breakpoint here and then hit a space to hot reload, we now get debugging, which is really awesome. And we can check the click count, progress, they're all right. It's so awesome. So yes, we are actually getting breakpoints now, which makes me really happy. It's a lot easier when you're debugging this stuff. But yeah. All right. So I want to go through, as I was saying, I don't know the easiest way to do this because it's hard to see things side by side. It's not like we can put the solution tree side by side. Inside of core, I kind of want to just go through and see what handlers we have. Really, it's the interfaces we're worried about. Let's go through all of the interfaces, make sure we have them all. I don't know what placeholder is. Oh, that's just for things like a text entry. So actually, maybe it makes more sense to look at the handlers. So we have activity, and that one I know I've done. So we have activity. Activity is an iActivity indicator. Button, I've done that. Actually, let's make sure we map these properties as we're doing them properly. So controls, activity indicator. Nope, that's abstract layout. Activity indicator just has the color. That stuff maps fine. We don't need to worry about that. So not yet. I'm not, the method body replacement for hot reload, for mono is in nightly starting tonight. So I haven't had access to it. So this is using my own extension, Reloadify 3000. And all it's doing is it ties into the IDE's Roslyn and keeps track of what's going on in there. So whenever a file is saved, and I switched it to file save because that lets you keep debugger support. Whenever you save a file, I check and find via Roslyn if there's any other partial classes for that. I grab all the files, compile a new DLL, a slim one, and I do incrementally keep the old stuff as well. So every change, so if you do something that subclasses something else, if you change them in the right order, you'll still use the new things. And it just ships over a DLL and a PDB to the app, and then the app loads them in. So eventually, method body replacement's going to be used for a lot of things, and the end goal is for us to add an attribute, something like on view. I would do it in Comet or something to say this is a reloadable type. We're not the proposals are going through to add that into .NET now. Once we have that reloadable type, those classes will not use method body replacement. The reason is, as you know, with method body replacement, it's not perfect. There's not everything you can do. But anything that's a reloadable type, that's the UI framework saying, I know how to reload this, which Comet knows how to rebuild its body and things like that. So at that point, anything that's marked reloadable will not use method body replacement. We'll get a new instance of that view, and then the framework will deal with transferring state and reinstantiating that view. And that's what I'm doing here, is just reinstantiating the new type, transferring state, and off it goes. So yeah, it'll get a hybrid approach eventually. Okay, so button uses text, which, oh, that's funny. I go to current value. I don't even need to do that. I can just leave it as that. Go grab the text. And I should just be using that one because, so that button might actually, no, that shouldn't. I just told it not to worry about hot reloading those and don't complain too much because it can't hot reload this thing. All right, text color. That's something we need to map because we call it color. So font will be fine. Text color is the only thing we're going to need. So let's go do that while we're in here, just like I did here. I'm just going to bring this over and done. Yeah, so Comet, I really went with the simplest thing on everything. So color, we just call it color. Text only has one color. There's background color and color. Those are the two things that everything has, rather than, and it just makes it easy that everything is a color. So do this. And then I just need that one other piece of code. And we can just quickly rewrite that. So now override get handler property string. All this needs to do is this guy. Try get value property value else property. Pretty straightforward. All right, let's give us a tad bit more width since I'm already in. All right, so yeah, button is now set up. Let's do checkbox. Checkbox is checked. We call it is on. I don't know which one I like more. But either way, we're gonna need the same thing up here. If not, we're gonna be in for a world of hurt later. All right. Name of is on, and I checkbox checked. And dun, dun, dun. And I thought about doing it to where we pass these things in via constructors, so that way it's always the same, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. Oops. And doing this, it gets the inheritance. That way it doesn't, I don't want to have to just jump through all the different chains. Granted, most things aren't very deep. All right, date picker. While we're in here, let's figure out what's going on with date picker, because it could be, I don't know. I don't even know. Let's just stop this. I want to be able to put breakpoints in here and see what it's doing, because this is just trippy. Oh, no, I do have format. Thing that is weird is why do we have a set on format? Like, why is I'm going to question this because we only should have a set on here if the handler needs to set it. So these interfaces are supposed to be a strict or a contract between the interfaces and the handler, or the controls and the handlers. And date picker has a set, and I have no idea why the handler needs to set the format. Right? It's fine having it. It just doesn't make sense. Not with our current set of rules. The one thing I really like about going through and doing this is I'm able to audit everything that's happening in Maui, because I have to go implement everything in Comet. So it's kind of nice to go through and check it all out. All right. So date picker. It's never calling set. Oh, it did that time. Date picker's totally broken. That's in there. That's inside the handler side. All right. I am going to go mention that in Discord on .NET Evolution. On iOS. And the date set in the. Actually, let's just go look into it. I'm not just going to be a complainer. Let's see if we can do a pull request for that. All right, so inside of core, handler, date picker, iOS. Are they creating anything? They're just doing a UI date picker. Value changed. I bet this thing is weird. Why? All right, let's break this apart a little bit. Now, handlers should hot reload. Should hot reload. It definitely hot reloaded. I saw it do something. Why? What is going on with that? That's so trippy. Why is the debugger yelling at me? That's weird. The arguments. Oh, that's silly. Unknown member. Let's just do it here. So I wonder if it's something with the to date time. I wonder if their to NS date thing is wrong. Date since reference. I have one of these somewhere else. How do they know what the reference date is? That could be wrong. Oh, what's I think inside of GitHub Clancy calendar control? I know I dealt with this in there. I thought I did. We'll go check. What did I call that thing? That repos. Oh, maybe I call it something with date. UI calendar. I saw it. I saw it. This is really old. Really old. Really bad. If not, no, nothing in there. Let's see if someone else has done something. Huh. See what's going on in here. I'm just wondering if someone's done something different because they're all saying do the same thing, but something's obviously not right. What 2001 1 That's what this all says. Let's just to see if there's something else weird going on in here. Let's try this again. I'm shocked this isn't built in actually. As people in the forum were complaining about. All right. This is funny because that's not going to let you pick the year. Noel, maybe we should be nice and set it to datetime.today. You know what? We're going to do that in Comet. We are going to be nice. And a date picker. If we make this trying to think the right way of doing that. So date is that not a constant? That's lame. All right. So in here we'll do um there we go. I just am wondering if that's going to do something different. And the year should match. That's kind of an odd thing anyway. Oh, that's if it's doing datetime.min, it can't go below. I don't know. I have no idea what it's doing. It's weird. All right, let's see what happens in here. All right, well, at least it's today now. But why did that go straight to January? Are you seeing that? There's something really weird with our conversion because that's today, 4/7. Why? All right, I'm not fixing this. I'm going to complain and let someone else fix it because that's really, really weird. I'm going to complain, tell a little bit more data on that into the Maui chat. And I just want to date. Yeah, my binding names are the same, so it's not our weird binding issue. One. All right. I complained in the channel. We'll let someone else take a look at that. All right. So date picker doesn't work, but it works as far as what we care about. And our min and max dates match. So I'm going to. No, I'm going to leave it. Never mind. All right. So grid isn't going to work yet. Grids work very differently, but we'll make it work at some point. I'm just not ready for that. That should all be fine. Images don't work yet at all. We don't have images in Maui, last I checked. .net, not graphics. Why do I? Yeah. All right, Maui. I'm pretty sure the latest still doesn't. Something I'm really ready for. All right, yes, still no images, so we're not even going to worry about images. All right, let's keep going down the list. List view I added in. It works really good. I do think something like this would be an awesome interface at some point because it lets us do all the different types of list views I wanted. All right, modal's not going to work yet. Progress bar we fixed. It's nice. Radio button. Do we have radio button in there yet? I know there's a pull request for it, but it's not ready yet. Okay. Scroll view is very broken. We can look into fixing that. Shape view, we'll need to bring in secure view as an entry. This one might not be right. Let's go verify values. Placeholder's the same. Text, ours is value. Oh no, we called it text on a secure field. That's us not being consistent with value everywhere. Character spacing, font will be fine. Color will be fine. Oh, text color is wrong. All right, so we need to, is that button had the text color? So anything with text, the color is going to be wrong. So let's do that in our secure field. We're just going to call it text because then it'll actually work when we do. And here we'll just say, again, text, get out, prop, and out var value. All right, so now we can just copy that whole thing over to text because text is going to have that as well. Same one. And then so will text field. Now let's go snag from secure. I don't want to type this thing out again. Put that up top. Do the same thing over here. All right. So text is good. Text entry is good. Secure entry, secure field is good. All right, toggle is a switch. We're going to have the colors, track and thumb. Oh, this is an eye thumb too. Oh, no, I already have that. Okay, so let's go to slider and go steal its because it's the same. Almost the same. And so we call this track color. And then they call it track color here. We just call it color. I'm wondering what else we need. Thumb color. Oh, we do need thumb. I deleted that too. I guess this wasn't as close as I thought. Do we even have a thumb color? No, we do. What does thumb color go to? Oh, we use slider as that. Oh, we're not doing thumb color. Or thumb color might match. Oh, it is still the same. So we don't even need that in there, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, no, I'm in wrong one. Toggle. Toggle. Did I just mess up the wrong one a lot? Let's go back to slider. No, that looks fine. Got scared. All right. All right, thumb and track. We got both of those. Toggled is on, is going to be different. And then what's it called over here? It is called, is toggled. And again, some of these we might make uniform at some point, but I still needed a way to be able to do this. All right. Sorry, after that, so that was sliders done. We don't have a, ooh, when do they add stepper? Do we have stepper done? Okay, we do have stepper done. Again, min max is fine. Interval and increment are different. Value's fine. So we're going to need that just for that one. and it's increment and interval. All right, kill that. Done. Override handler. Stepper dot out var value. Oops. Oops. All right. So that's saved now. I like it. I like it. So we're almost caught up then. Label and text, that's all that. I don't have an editor. We don't have that concept, so we might want to add that in. Picker, we don't have a generic picker in Comet. I don't think. Yeah, no picker yet, so we should add that in. Slider, stepper, switch, we did that. We don't have a time picker yet either. All right, so do we work on getting all of the Comet things that don't exist into here? Or do we work on getting all of the Maui stuff that doesn't exist into Comet? I'm not sure which is best. Let's run this really quick, but as long as that builds, I'm going to commit this stuff up. And that's dirty. We're not going to commit that. Anyone have preference? Okay, this is looking good. Scroll view is still really broken. That really needs fixed. All right, let's oops. All right, push this up. All right, this is looking good. I'm really liking this. So what we need to do is let's go into our sample. Boolean, and we're going to do is, all right. So now in this is toggled. New toggle. So now if we save this, oh, that one didn't do it. Okay, we didn't do checkbox. I missed checkbox somehow. Is checked, is on. Ah. All right, let's go fix that one really quick. No, wait, checkbox has it. Wait a minute. Why didn't checkbox work then? So close. So close. I don't know. That's really weird. Yes, the hot reloadable stuff is so nice compared to this. Oops. Come on. I want to close all these windows. There it goes. Why is checkbox not working? All right, let's look at checkbox. That's so weird. Property is on. And I don't do that in two phase. And checkbox should say is on is checked. And if the handler, you know what? It's really weird. Let's go look in the handler. Is checked is true. That was really weird. Map is checked. Why isn't it showing us the interface though? Oh no, there it is checked. True. So then it checks. But why didn't that propagate over to there? Toggle. Let's look at toggle. Let's just remove that. I didn't hot reload, so it's not something to but that either way would jump through and do that. So when checkbox changes, the binding's going to send its notification. State manager should get a notification somewhere. Okay, state manager is getting property value is true. Where's that coming from? From the binding, okay. Any mappings this is tied to is toggled, right? Okay, that's toggled for it. All right. So now it's going to ask it for its mappings. Now here, notify true, property name value. That tells how'd that happen? We were at, I stepped through too far. Oh, right, no, is toggled on the view. That's telling it to change that value. And binding property change will set that. Which now it's going to loop through and tell checkbox. Which checkbox is already changed, but it's fine. Okay, so let's leave that there. So checkbox gets told first. And now this one is the switch. Right? The toggle is being told that it changed. So I wonder if it's actually something on the toggle that's wrong. I don't know. That's really weird. Because it's now telling this toggle to update its value for is on, and that should have done it. Which will then tell its handler to update. That is really weird. I'm not following the. Unless somehow the wrong property is being set. But it works from this side. That's going to notify all the views. That goes through. Yeah, that worked. This is those updating. It's so weird. All right, I'm going to have to make a note to go fight this later because I have no idea. We're going to have to dig through the bowels of bindings, which might not be fun for everybody. That's so trippy. Why? Why? That's so weird. All right. Well, I don't know. It's going right in there with date picker being totally crazy. It's so crazy. And it didn't update the text. You see that? Why didn't that update? I don't know. All right. Well, toggle is weird. Let's go add an issue to Comet, and I'll deal with it later. Um, all right. One of these days, I need to sit there and go through all of those issues and get that all cleaned up. But that's all right. So I think at that point, we're saying everything is caught up. Everything is mapping right, minus that. Let's throw it. You know what? Let's be crazy. Let's go into our sample and let's test some labels and text entry. Because something weird's going on. I want to see how far spread this is. All right. Actually, let's first up here. Oops, shouldn't have saved that. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. New text. New text field. And then new, what's that one? Handler? No. All right. Parameter length. Which one was, whoa, hey. Harsh. What? Yes, it can be less than 0. I fixed that. All right, I guess that needs fixed one other place because it should be -1. All right, So let's fix this in the pull request or send a new pull request. All right, now we can run that again. And then that is in text field extensions. Let's go get a pull request in for that. All right, Maui. Let's make sure it works first, I guess. Let's just reset this crap. Upstream. That way we're on the latest. I always, even when I'm doing pull requests, I always make a new branch just because, even when I'm doing it for my own fork, just because then I can always update the main without having to deal with pull requests being weird. All right, let's Maui. Core source, platform, iOS, text. What was that? Was that text field extensions? Text field extension, line 58. Ah, there it is. All right, now let's go to Maui and push that thing in there. All right, pull request in. Those are always fun to get in. All right, I should have caught that with when I actually did the pull request originally, but the first one, but oh well. All right, so now that's working. This is why I wish I had a scroll view. I can't see stuff. Why didn't hot reload work? I don't know why hot reload. Something happens when I try hot reloading something in a handler. Things get weird. After that, the apps won't hot reload. So I need to dig into that. And since I just hot reloaded this text field extension, the app won't reload now. And I don't know why. That's something on my to-do list to dig into. All right. So what? I can't type. Let me go see if I did those to -1 like I was supposed to. Max length. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I not that pull request got merged in and I might not have it in my branch. I don't know. All right, let's go check that handler then. Handler. Entry handler. On iOS. Right. I used to. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay. Something's really weird with the value. Move that breakpoint. All right, that went. F is coming across everywhere. Wait. So where did this one come from? Why did binding get nothing? All right, this is on my end. So secure field. Let's go find where this first comes from. That value has an F. This binding sets that on. That goes around, does this, passes things along. Still F. Binding. I wonder if whatever's causing this is also it's not giving me anything there. I wonder if this is the same thing as the other. It's not sure at that level. All right, we're going to put a breakpoint here for this time. Wait, it went that time. What? That could be because maybe on the secure entry, it could be two controls fighting. Secure field. Secure field set it at 0. Text field set it as -1, like it should. So I think they were fighting over each other. One was like, oh, you can change this. The other one's like, no, you can't. So it was doing what it was supposed to. It was just in an epic battle. Again, I was talking talking to the team that technically it should probably be if it's less than or equal to 0, because when would you ever put an entry field to have a 0, and 0 is the default value? But I lost that battle. I'm gonna remove breakpoints now. Now it's working, but my label's not there. Why is there no label? I wonder if it's because originally it said it was empty. So what happened? The label had no text. So even when the binding changed, it had a value. That's interesting. That's a layout bug. But now if I type these, well, that's annoying. Every time I tap back, why is it triggering a hot reload? It could have been because I reloaded something. That's a comment bug though. Let's see what happens this time. We're making progress. We're getting somewhere. All right, so test. Oh, a secure entry. Yeah, during a hot reload, it messed up. That's interesting. If you hit backward, huh? I think that's just apples on a secure entry. That's interesting. Although that's not updating. And that's because it's switching between text and value. I think my binding, it's the same thing as this. Same bug. So easy fix would be to change everything from Comet to match the properties exactly in form or in core. But this is a fixable problem. I can fix the bindings to do this. That's really weird though. We can fix this. It's totally fixable. I'll get there. And this is caused by these returning value test. It's probably telling the label value changed. No, it's telling it that text changed. But these should be value. If these were value, we wouldn't have that. Let's test that theory. So let's test it by going into text field, rename. Come on. You can finish anytime now. There we go. All right. Let's see what happens this time. The binding stuff should take care of that though. Oh, I didn't realize I was still in a TIE fighter or in an X-wing. Normally, I switch my image to be transparent so I'm not blocking the background. That's really funny. R2, sorry, I didn't know you were there. This is the background I use for my meetings at work. There we go. That's what I thought I had it on. I had it on that before the reboot. I think the reboot reset it. All right. So now, look, now typing in here doesn't update that one. So that's interesting. It's the same exact bug. Yeah, that's weird because the bindings. This is because the handlers are doing the exact inverse. The handlers are sending text changed. It gets text changed and it's like, okay, I don't know about text. I know about value. So I have the same exact issue again. Just inversed. Ah, all the issues. All the issues. And since text is a one way, although that should, that's interesting. So that's just going to call text to set. No, that should have. Well, that's interesting because look, secure field's not passing that back. It was though. Why is that breakpoint never hitting? Oh, which is text. Oh, because I'm just doing text.set. That's why that wasn't hitting. Okay. So yeah, the binding system's completely borked. Same exact reason. I think it's just inversed. Okay, so current value. Set should not be null. It's gonna hit this. Set is not null. When I do this set binding on these take care of wrapping these properly. They're supposed to. That's definitely the issue. The view gets the property. Okay, I'm gonna fight this another day. I don't think I don't have the time. I've got stuff to do in a little bit, and that's just gonna be rough to fight. So at least I know what the issue is now. I'm just disregarding those. All right, so we fixed the secure field though, so at least those two work well together. Let's commit that in. Secure field now has max. All right, so now what we should do is let's see if we have some time to try and grab some of the stuff from Maui that doesn't exist. We have activity. We don't have time picker. Let's do time picker. All right, this is gonna be easy. So Comet, this is how you'd add a new control into Comet. So if you were building your own UI, your own controls, and you're adding the core, you add your own interface, you're gonna have to do things to make binding work for XAML, where you do all the bindable properties and all that type of stuff. But if you wanted to do one for Comet, which it makes sense to, so you get the nice MVU, it's really, 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 really easy. All right, so we're just gonna add a new class called time picker. And we're just going to grab this stuff. Because I'm guessing it's going to have the same exact stuff. And time picker. Come on, hotkey. It does this every time I add a new file. Let me build it and see if that fixes it. Well, the IDE freaks out. I noticed that I spelled date, or that changed wrong. So let's go refactor that on this one. Let's make the IDE cry some more by refactoring while it's already not happy. All right, much better. And I don't know if the type picker has the same type of constraints, minimum and maximum. Again, I like this being value. It just makes it make sense. Oh, come on. All right. I don't know if those are valid. When did I add? All right, I'm going to restart the solution because it's really unhappy. Well, what happens? I'm going to AFK for like 2 seconds. Because we all know how long this is going to take to reload. I will be right back and go refill my water, get some more ice. Be right back. All right, I'm back, and my ID is still locked up. Ooh, there it goes. I'm excited to have ice again. My ice maker in my fridge broke for like 2 days randomly. Just started getting some weird air. Turned it off for a while. Blew it out the blow dryer. Let it get cold. Broke again, but it's working again. It started working last night, so I have ice again. Not a lot of ice, but I have ice. It's funny how you're like, no ice. I only like drinking cold water. Anytime now. This time picker should not have taken long. All right, what I need to do is get the .NET 6 stuff working for Comet because in VS Code, only .NET 6 stuff works. So, all right, let's actually go through and I'm just going to comment all this stuff out because I don't even know if it needs that. All right, so we're going to do that, dun, 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 date time, date time. I don't even know if we need all that stuff. And it's still complaining. Just build it. I need it to give me, I don't even know what's on that interface. So I want to be able to tell the ID to implement it for me. And on a time picker, do you have min and max? This can't build. There's no way it can build. The interface is not implemented. But basically, going into these, you make whatever the value is a binding type of that type. You can set default values of null, totally fine. And then you just make the public of those public get, private set to get the value out of them if you need to. And that's it for making the bindings. Like, that's it. All you got to do. And now for this, well, make these all here. All right. Look, this one doesn't set the format. I knew that was weird. And the bindings auto cast to their type. So since this is a string works. Done. All right. Now this is just going to be value. Get. Oh, these are time span. Time span, time span, time span. And there's all the implicit casts automatically to make all the binding stuff just work. You don't even have to know the binding class exists aside from you exposed it. And I don't know if the min and max makes sense. We're going to kill those. Wait, does it have a minimum and a max? It doesn't. Okay, I didn't think so. That just seemed weird for a time. All right, that's done. That's done. Something still not a time span, time span. There's still a date somewhere. I think that's just something's out of date. That's weird. Oops. Why is that complaining? I just think it's upset. It doesn't know what it's talking about. All right, so let's make sure we finish these. These are going to blow up if we don't. This is so slow. Why? Why are you so angry? I just want to type. Well, a beach ball and being at the beach sounds nice. It's not what I want right now. All right, you ready to let me code? Are you ready? Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was so nice of you. So very nice. So this looks backwards. Because on this one, if I just did on time changed, it would invoke everything right, which looks right. But I don't. Ah, I knew I still had one somewhere. Now it's all happy. All right, now we can kill this stuff all out. Because that will do both bindings. So I thought on here we do set binding, that should work. All right, run that. Oh, let's tie that thing in. We didn't tie it in. So all we do is implement the interface, make everything a binding of binding, and anything with the on time change where I do that multicast action, I want to, on the setting, just call that. And so I'm probably not doing that right on Time Picker. I wonder if checkbox has that, and maybe that was my issue. Let's go check that. So I wonder if here, if I do, shouldn't be null, but I always do that because I can't help myself. Anything that have the callback, let's check text as well, or the entry. Oh, well, we'll just do the checkbox because checkbox and toggle were being silly. Toggle has that too. Okay, let's run that. I forgot to tie in the. So slow. What do you mean text field can't be found? Are you crazy? It's there. My IDE has lost its mind. All right, Time Picker. Let's go put that down. Let's just hope it's doesn't know what it's talking about and it's gonna work. All right, now in my app, we should add one in there. I really need to get scroll view working so I can scroll. Yeah, where did text field go? I bet something happened and the CS proj removed it. All right, now let's let this freak out. Tell me Comet's unavailable, even though it is. Hate that bug. All right, that should fix it though. No, it is available. I promise. It's there. It's there. Put it there. There it goes. Thank you. Just gotta talk nice, gentle to the IDE. It's sensitive. You need to be kind. All right, so we added Time Picker. We added it to the use Comet handler stuff. Bam, it's there. All right, so now when this thing runs, hopefully we'll be in good shape. I hope. All right, move that over here. I'm going to. What time is it? I have a meeting at some point. I need to make sure I'm not still live streaming when I'm supposed to be in a meeting. I got another half hour, I think. All right. Whoa, hey, that's not supposed to be on screen. Luckily, that wasn't the entire token, but I will go and validate that and regenerate after this, after I'm done live streaming. Don't know how I did that. All right. Is it going to go? Anytime now. Spend so much time waiting on IDEs. Just so much time. Seeing who else is live streaming so we can pick who to send you guys over to when we're done here. All right. Let's move this breakpoint here. Let's see if whatever we did just fixed. All right, that one works. No, it didn't fix it. That would have been too nice. And those are the same now because I moved it over, but that would have been too nice. And I didn't need to. Did I have one on toggle I missed? Yeah. Darn it. Did I do checkboxes? I did. Thought I'd get lucky there. I did not. All right, let's add the text field in there. So now if we go into our main app, we should hot reload this thing. And we have a time picker. That's concerning. Where did this get 7:40 something p.m.? It's like it's UTC. It is in my time zone. It's 11:44. So that was kind of right. 11:40, but 7? Is it using like UTC time? What time is it in UTC right now? It's UTC time. Why is that doing UTC time? Hey, Luz, how's it going? Yeah, it's using UTC time. I don't know why it's using UTC time, but it is. I'm gonna complain inside of Maui. So weird. All right, let's see if we put a value in there. Let's see what happens. It won't let, it does not like min. All right. What's the default? I have no idea. Say it's null. Let it decide. It might still blow up. Yeah, I could definitely hang out with you for a while. That would totally work. Loose? Absolutely. I'm down. That sounds awesome. Oh hey, how did I add the preview in docs? What preview? I'm not sure what preview you're talking about. So, yeah. Oh, the little hover over thing? Are you talking about that? Okay, that is an app system I bought. It does it for everything, even like Spotify. Isn't that really nice? I love that. It's HyperDoc. So HyperDoc's something I purchased that does that, and it has a doc. It's under the appearance or something like that. Windows Management. I had to enable screen recording to the extension, but it is great. I love that about it. Oh, enable Windows previews. It's the best. And like calendar does all kinds of fancy stuff. It's nice. All right. So I don't know how to do Time Picker. Time Picker doesn't like being null. And it doesn't like min. Dot max. Let's see what max does. Like, I don't know. It's normal in this thing. Yeah, I'd love to, Luce. Definitely. Yeah. Message me, email me, however, yeah, get a hold of me. I'll definitely love to. I just got to figure out how to use some of these things before I try teaching other people. Uh, what's the default value for a time span? It's going to blow up. Then it's too big now, isn't it? What's the range? This is insane. All right. So we're going to create a new time span. Maybe that will make it happy. This thing's painful to use. HyperDoc also gives me like hotkeys for like maximizing, minimizing windows. So I like that too. It does that as well as the previews. All right. Still gives me a weird time. Is it going to let me pick times though? 8 a.m. Okay, our pickers are really broken. I'm not going to say that's a common issue. I'm going to say that's a core issue. To make sure, 6:49 a.m. I got nothing. Oh wait, no, this one. Dang it, on time change. Let me hit. That still should have. Just do this so we can see what's coming into the set. Yeah, Luce, what charity? That sounds awesome. Tell us about it. Do you know exactly when in June? I just need to know to make sure I don't. I have a couple camping trips planned in June. I'm so ready for summer and camping and getting out of the house. I don't leave the house unless I have to. But camping, it's a nice way to leave the house. I tried to get my motorhome out so I can get it ready. Yeah, let me know the proposed dates. But I tried to get my motorhome out so I can get it ready. I've got to replace the batteries on it, things like that. And tried driving it, and it's still completely frozen to the ground. The tires wouldn't spin, just frozen solid. It's 27 degrees outside right now. Next week's supposed to be in the 30s and 40s, so maybe next week. Value. That's a weird value. I don't know what that value means. Days. Look how many days that is. The values that are coming out of this thing are just weird. 18 is 6 though. 651. That's right. The days are pointless. But then the label's wrong. No, yeah, that sounds awesome. Definitely. I've been able to just go about my normal business for the most part because I've always worked from home. And I have not, I mean, it's been harder because now my whole family's at home a lot more. But yeah, definitely our frontline workers could use it if there's a good charity for that. All right. Well, time pickers, it's there, but that's not my bug. I don't I don't even know. That's just weird. Okay, so I'm not going to fight that. Time picker we added. What else do we have in yeah, in core? So we had time picker. There was a couple in there, I thought. We added checkbox. We don't have editor. What makes an editor different? Just because they're bigger? Let's add an editor. I'm going to call it text editor because everything else in Comet is text. And on this, we are just going to grab text field. And we're going to be really sneaky on this. Replace all there. No, I want you to. Hey, IntelliSense caught up this time though. And text editor. Is there no placeholder on this one? His password doesn't exist. All right, we don't have that field. Okay, doesn't have text alignment. Done. Let's see what else we're missing. Placeholder color. Of course there's a placeholder color. We'll leave that as placeholder color. Is that the only? Yeah, just that one. All right. And again, set should not be there. We're going to have to, yeah. Oh, nice. So sorry, not trying to, but yes, one little critique. Anything that the handler doesn't have to set should not have a set in the interface. So there shouldn't be a set on the placeholder color. But I'll go with that name. I like it. We'll stick with that. But just as a little heads up on that. Okay, so this dot get environment color and name of. I like it. And so I'm going to leave that set as a throw because I don't think it'll actually ever call. Wonder if I should make my own new exception. Should not exist exception. But yeah, I found that finding that in a couple places in core. So I'll probably do a pull request to remove all those from the interfaces. Although also not your fault. Whoever merged that pull request should have caught that. But it's all right. We're all moving so fast. We're going to miss things. All right. And I should have added that. What? See, so it wasn't your fault. Someone else already did it. All right. Let's go into our sample. Oh, why did I stop to do? Oh, wait, we need to register the handler. That I do need to stop for. Which maybe I can teach the hot reload how to handle that. All right, so we just added entry or editor. All right. Sweet. Now we have text editor. Let's start debugging. I don't know if I was complaining about it on entry. I think I was complaining about it on date picker has something like that too. The format string. Why in the world would the handler ever set the format string? So yeah, it's weird. Maybe tomorrow I can do a cleanup pass. I might be actually able to stream tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon. I have a meeting that is going to take a couple hours in the morning. Maybe some on Friday. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll go through and we'll do some cleanup on Maui core and do a pull request just to remove some unneeded things. I just want to make sure we keep core as trim and slim as possible and nothing in there that we don't need. Delete everything not needed. All right, so I am running out of space since I can't scroll. So we know our date and time picker are totally broken. So let's add a text editor in there. Length. The length is killing me. What did I copy that from? Because whatever I copied it from is wrong. Oh, no. That was editor blew up on same thing. Let's go add that to that same exact other pull request we just did, allowing -1 for the entry lengths. And if you copied what entry did, entry had that same bug that I already fixed. Because yeah. So let's see where this is broken. We'll fix it in our branch. Then we'll go add that to that pull request I just did. We'll go edit the text. All right, so that's blowing up on text view extensions. Same exact one. Okay, so that's in text view extensions. Line, same file even, isn't it? Oh, no, that's a different file. All right, so let's go over to Where is that? Text view, not text field. We can just put it up front. All right, done. So now let's go commit that to that same branch. All right, that's fixed. So let's stop and start this puppy. We should be good now. It's a nice thing, like I said, about doing the Comet stuff. I'm actually exercising all the core things. So I'm actually finding the bugs here and there, which will get fixed in core, which is kind of nice. Because Comet does things different than forms or the old form slash control stuff does. And so it should error differently. I mean, and we're going to run into different errors, but core should be able to handle both. So makes sense. All right. Entry. That's this guy. And it's not letting me type. It's probably got the same exact other bug. All right. So handlers, editor. Max. I think it's that is less than 0. Yes. Just since I'm doing it without IntelliSense. All right. So let's stop and start. And now I should be able to type. I don't know if my noise canceling is removing my clickety clacking, but it's not typing. All right, let's go dig in. I didn't check it I didn't do it in my branch. I only did it. Of course it didn't work. Of course it didn't work. There. Now I put the same. I'll go pull that branch into my branch and then pull it down. So that way it'll work for everyone else, not just people who fix it manually. All right. So I don't know if you guys have done this yet. Check this out. If you go up here, you can cherry pick now in the branch. Isn't that great? I don't know. I love that. All right, so I did that one. I can multi-select. We just cherry picked those in. I don't know why I love that so much. To me, it's so useful. So useful. It's so much. I could never remember the cherry pick command and stuff. Hey, typing works, and we can hit enter. Now for kicks, let's try something else out. Let's go here, and this text value, we're going to put that into text editor too. Let's save. Now that should have made those crazy. I don't know what they'll do with the multi-line. They don't know how to handle the tab either. They freaked out, so that's kind of funny. Oh no, these aren't updating at all. It's the same stupid issue. That's that binding issue we got to fix. Okay, never mind. Ignore that. Binding issue's broken. We'll fix that. I'll fix it maybe tomorrow. Either way. Whoa, that's going really slow. Once it hot reloads, for some reason we can't keep focus. That I need to fix. Because, yeah, I don't like that. It's annoying. That's right. We can fix that later. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's commit some stuff. Let's go into here. Now we have those fixes in our special comment branch. All right, so now in here, let's add in, nope, you're not getting added in there. Craft. All right, and scroll view handler. I don't know why I keep looking to include that. It's not done yet. It's very, very broken. All right, so we added in all right. Ooh, can't spell. There we go. We added those in, push that up. That's nice. We're making progress. Were there any other quick wins? Because I do gotta go, but there's more quick wins. All right, so we have entry, we have label, layout, we've got the picker. I don't even know what's in an iPicker. What's in an iPicker? Let's figure this out. Let me go to it. iPicker might not be a fast one. All right, iPicker. It's just a string of Hmm. All the character spacing everywhere. It kills me. All right. That should be in a different interface because I keep finding it on all these different classes. Okay. I don't know how I want to expose this because I don't like this dual iList and item source because there's nothing to help you filter that thing down. Because how do they decide what's the string value? Do they just two string it? They don't give you anything to hook into that. So I might wait on that because I don't like that interface at all. Let's go look at Maui Picker. I'm not going to do Picker yet. I want to think through that one a little bit more. I want a nice clean API on that for sure. We have progress. We don't have search bar, do we? Search bar should basically be a text bar. Yeah. They don't have anything for, it just uses the text changed on a search bar. Okay. There's no search action though, is there? Like enter, search, action. Do they have search bar handler filled out? What's it do? How do we activate the search? Search isn't finished. There's no enter, no go search. So I'm not even going to worry about that one yet. It's not even complete. All right, so let's forget that for right now. We have slider. We have step. We don't have stepper. Is stepper farther along? Stepper's looking good. We can do stepper. Interview. That's beautiful. So let's go add that in. All right, so inside of controls, add new class. Wait, what? Never mind. We already got stepper. Never mind. Stepper's done. Say that looks like an easy one. Why wouldn't I do it? All right. Well, maybe there's not an easy one just to tackle really quick. Stepper, switch, time picker view. Okay. The only ones left are picker and is it just picker? Okay, so the only other things I needed to do was inside of Comet, I have handlers, but I've only done the iOS version, and our scroll view is really, really borked. Let's just go grab the Android one, see if we can make that work really quick. And that maybe IntelliSense will catch up on. I don't have an Android sample. All right, I'm not in shape to finish this. I think I'm probably just going to end the stream now then. What I'll do is tomorrow afternoon I might be able to stream. If not, Friday is looking good. Friday looks good. We got a lot of time on Friday. So maybe I'll stream Friday morning, my morning. If Thursday, tomorrow afternoon doesn't, tomorrow afternoon does look clear though. I might be able to do it as long as nothing else sneaks up. So my goals on the next stream will be let's get Comet in, let's get an Android solution in here. And actually, let me just add that really quick. Why am I fussing? But we're going to add in the .NET 6 stuff. I want to get that added in here. Let's just do this Android sample really quick. It shouldn't take long to fix it. This main activity is going to be all wrong. But we can fix all that. So what we'll do is we'll go into references. We're going to add cores and essential, a core and essentials. Let's go into here. Let's remove this Xamarin Essentials. Let's remove comment.reload. We don't need that anymore. Dead NuGet. Okay, we'll get those removed, I should have just done that by editing the text or editing the source. All right, so similar to what we had to do here for the Comet app delegate, there's a Maui thingy now. Now I believe there's a Maui activity. It's not loaded up enough. Here's what we'll do. We're going to go check that while we wait. We are going to go into here. Okay, core under controls, samples, Android. Yeah. Where do they tell it what anything is? We're just going to follow this. Where do they tell it the app type, though? Oh, there's the Maui app. No, yeah, let's go look at this guy. This does it right here. So let's go. Just copy this thing in. Oh, it's still at it dealing with nougats? Wow. Wow. All right, it's going to take it a while. But that should have been all I needed. Click run so it'll start launching the emulator. And then let's let it freak out and not build. Oh, I don't need Maui.control. Maui.controls, I don't need that. Oh well. Launch the emulator. Get that part started. Should have done that before you built. You're gonna do it? So Luce is working on a cool little 24-hour charity streams. Anyone else do anything cool? Anyone else do anything fun? Anyone tried the Maui bits yet? Anyone tried the Comet bits? All right. We're missing a lot of nougats. Now for this, I am going to do this manually because I don't know what the crap this is doing. All right. So now let's go into let's do that. Why do you keep telling me? I said start using. It's done it to me multiple times on this stream. Working on XTC, like XTC, as in, I don't know what XTC is, or XCT. What's XCT? I was thinking of the old, Xamarin Community Toolkit. I should know that. Oh, my list view handler needs 7. You know what? Let's comment that out for right now. Let's just see if we can get Android to build. So let's not start by adding something new. Let's try running what we have. The Xamarin Community Toolkit's really impressive. I'm first I was thinking like XWT, which is the old cross-platform thing that MonoDevelop used. I was like, oh, come on. It does this to me all the time. Yeah, it's as you can see, the chicken and egg issue I'm running into right now. A lot of Maui's just not there yet. We're starting to get some steam. I have that hot reload pull request in. so that hopefully people then doing handlers can hot reload their handlers and really speed up their inner dev loop. But I was hoping it was going to get in this week, but it's already Wednesday, and my my Microsoft.Maui.graphics pull request isn't in yet. So I need to ping John Dick about that today. See if we can get that in. Downloads go. And then let's hope this builds. If it doesn't, I'm not fighting my builds live on stream. That's just not fun. Or my environment. I will use the Maui check to set it up if this doesn't work. Which, if any of you guys have not checked out Maui check yet, is that what it's called? Is it Maui check like that? It was on his. Is it still there? .NET Maui check. All right. If you guys have not used .NET Maui check yet, go run it. Yes, it will clean up your stuff. And make sure you have everything installed, everything running, and if not, it adds it all for you. You already repaired. You just did that. ID is locked. I can't click around. So Android tools locations. I had a Java location. It installs it for you. It was clicking that button broke it, I bet. All right, we're gonna run Maui Doctor. And I don't know if I'm on the latest. I wonder what path it's trying to use. All right, well, I'll bug John about that too. Let me just say, no. Is it just that? All right, well, I'm going to talk to him about that. To run Maui local folder .NET cake. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to, like I said, I haven't done Comet onto the Net6 stuff yet, so I need to do that. So technically, this lives in library. Now it's got the hidden folder. Is it under developer? Xamarin JDK. No, I did set your location. All right, I'm not going to fight this right now. Yeah, I have no idea why it's doing that. I'm going to fight this off stream because it's not fun. And I'm going to go ping some people and ask why this happened. I am on an internal preview, and so it could just be something broken on the internal previews. I did run into this on the internal preview before, and switching to the stable or the previews, the public previews, fixed it. All right, I'm just going to switch. I think I'm going to end streaming for now. It's been fun. I've got more to do. Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, Friday. I'm really going to make sure I do better. Does anyone notice anyone else who's live streaming right now? Someone we should go check in, see what they're doing? Anyone else doing something fun? Anyone know somebody? I'm looking to see who I know who's on. Could always go to someone I don't know. Who's building? This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Belly.io. Belly.io shows you everyone who's doing a live stream in science and technology, which is kind of fun. What's on the Microsoft developer account right now? Should we go check that out? Might as well. All right, we'll go raid them. All right. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. Like I said, I'll try to be back tomorrow. I think I'll be able to tomorrow. We'll see. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Let's go raid them.